Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about NNDM stock and why it has surged in price just to lose some of its momentum. Then we will discuss Nano Dimension's launch of their new Dragonfly LDM 2.0 update, which was a cause for excitement for many investors. After that, we will go over some other speculative stocks along with their price targets and price predictions, and then lastly, we will conclude with how much the 3D printing electronics market is worth right now, how much it will be worth in the future, and how much of this market can Nano Dimension actually obtain. Go and press the like button right now for more NNDM stock news and stock analysis. Comment down below what you think will happen to AMC stock and GME stock. Turn on subscription notifications if you are new, and now let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. On Wednesday, the NNDM stock price jumped by 5.89% to $7.64, which outperformed the Nasdaq, which slightly decreased in price. Even though Nano Dimension has been on a downward trend according to the 5-year stock chart, it is still trying to implement its plan to increase their revenues because right now its year-on-year quarterly revenue growth has decreased slightly, but it is expected and anticipated to become a profitable company in the near future. Nano Dimension is a highly volatile stock, with its last week, last month, and last quarter's volatility was a negative 0.22%, negative 0.3%, and a positive 5.04% respectively, which is actually not too bad. But like I have said before, according to the current fundamentals and technicals of Nano Dimension, the stock is worth around $5.66, and at a current price of $7.33, the stochastic oscillator indicates that NNDM stock is overbought right now, and this is coming from someone who has been reporting on this stock since it was worth pennies, and I verified it as a buy back then. However, if you are a long-term investor, then this may not matter to you because everything could work out in the long run. Another good thing about Nano Dimension stock is that they are not going to go out of business anytime soon because of how much cash they possess on their balance sheet, so they have loads of time to start making impressive revenues to become a profitable company. NNDM is still on a good track considering their acquisitions and this most recent Dragonfly LDM 2.0 systems update regarding Nano Dimension's signature product. This update will help Nano Dimension's 3D printers improve their quality and optimize their ink utilization, and it is always nice to keep in mind that currently Nano Dimension has the only technology in the entire world that prints dielectric and conductive inks at the same time to quickly make multi-layered electronics. The VP of Nano Dimension said this about the new update, and I quote, "I am excited to announce the Dragonfly LDM 2.0 update, which was developed by Nano Dimension R&D multidisciplinary teams over the last several months. This great effort resulted in a product that will significantly take us one step closer to fulfilling our vision of additive manufacturing of HiPeds in a cleaner, smarter, and faster way. This update consists of both hardware and software upgrades to improve its user experience, better printhead calibration, and an improved maintenance system. The customers of Nano Dimension who currently have a service contract with them will receive these upgrades at no extra cost, which is pretty cool." Nano Dimension's VP continues and says this, and I quote, "This free update to our existing Dragonfly system owners is expected to contribute to increased customer satisfaction while demonstrating to potential new customers our commitment to consistent product improvements. It's great to see that Nano Dimension is consistently and constantly improving their products, and that they are giving certain upgrades to their customers for free to further build customer satisfaction and their relationships with them." Nano Dimension's new Dragonfly LDM 2.0 systems are coming out in June. Because the existing Dragonfly machines have been so helpful in a multitude of industries, I expect this system to do just as as well, especially when it comes to research, defense, aerospace, aviation, automotive, robotics, and even advanced medical applications. Now, I do want to point out something that I have noticed with NNDM shares lately, and that is the volume of the shares that are being traded have decreased pretty dramatically. Right now, the average amount of shares being traded for NNDM is just under 21 million, but recently only around 2 million shares traded hands. Now, this is not necessarily good or bad news depending on how you look at it, but I thought it was interesting. This same phenomenon has happened with many other company shares, including Keytronic Corporation, ticker symbol KTCC, because it has an average of 39,000 shares being traded, but recently only about 2,000 shares were traded. This company provides electronic manufacturing services to the US and internationally, and in the last 52 weeks, the stock has had a price range of around $4 to $10. So far, KTCC stock has surged 69% this year, so feel free to do your own research on this stock and put it on a watch list. Next up, we have MICT stock, which surged by 31% last month. This company sells mobile computing devices and softwares for fleet operators, and right now the stock is trading at around $2 a share. But one analyst who reported on this stock has a buy rating for it and predicts that MICT stock to hit $6 a share before year's end. These stocks are clearly watch list stocks, so just keep an eye on them to see how they are moving, see if you can trade off any volatility or if you see long-term potential in any of them. But now let's talk about how much money Nano Dimension can make in the 3D printing electronics market just in the United States, and then we will compare it to how much globally they can make. In 2018, the 3D printing electronics market in the United States alone was worth $230 million, with a 29.8% compounding annual growth rate, which is expected to remain constant and that high until 2026, which is a great CAGR. But now if we decide to zoom out more to the whole 3D printing market around the world, it's worth $13.78 billion globally with a 21% CAGR. And technically it's worth even more than that because that is a 2020 statistic while we're in 2021, but we're only halfway through 2021, so all of the data hasn't come in yet. But regardless, Nano Dimension is a leader in their space, which is a part of an even larger market, which is why I hold multiple ETFs that expose me to the whole 3D printing industry rather than a specific portion of it or even a single company. But what do you all think? Comment your thoughts down below, like this video right now, subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.